Then dip me underway. You can feel my breath flow. Hold me till I scream for air to breathe. And wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
What's up, A gang? We are back at it again with another freaking video, y'all. This video is gonna be a little different because today is hair day for Alexa. School starts on Monday, so we gotta get our girl right. So I decided to do a little detailed video on how I achieve some of the hairstyles that I do on Alexa. This is the style that she is going for her back to school look. No, I have never done this style before. But most of the styles that she wants me to do are styles that I have never done before. In case you are new here, I am an ex-hairstylist. I used to own a hair salon years and years and years ago. Hair is just not my field anymore, but of course with me having two daughters and most of the hairdressers are on complete BS most of the time, I am stuck being their kitchen hairstylist basically. And honestly, I wouldn't even trade it for the world because it gives me time to like spend time with them. We watch our little TV shows, we watch a little YouTube, we do a little chit chat. So I'm not complaining. Although some of y'all in the videos don't realize that sometimes when I do like the little TikToks, it's supposed to be for entertainment purposes. So it's supposed to be funny, but some people in the world don't know how to tell when something is a joke and when something is not a joke, but we're not gonna get into that, okay? So anyway, we're gonna start this video off by showing you some of the things that I am gonna use to achieve this look, and we're gonna start off with the hair, okay? This is the braided hair that we use. I have received comments and questions on what hair do I use to braid her hair. There's no rhyme or reason why I use this hair. Only reason why I started buying this type of hair is because when they were going to actual braiders to get their hair done, this was the hair that they were requesting for us to purchase. So I just continue to purchase this hair. Lexi hair is a little on the darker side, so we are going with the number 2. I got 4 bags, but I highly doubt we use more than 2. I never know how many bags of hair I'm gonna need, so I always go overboard, which is okay because it always leaves extra hair for me to use for a different style on a later date, so it's not a big deal. Then for the pieces that we are leaving out of the braid, we are using some human hair because we ain't got time for her to be walking around with her hair all matted and tangled and looking crazy, okay? So we are using this hair that was sent to me by HOTBRAIDS. This is my first time using this brand. However, from the looks of it, I think we're gonna like this. So this is what it looks like right out of the package, and we have 3 bundles. This is what 3 bundles look like. Super nice, super cute, great quality. Also with the hair came this box with some goodies on the inside. Got a brush. We got an edge brush. Now we use these. We got a few clips, which is always good to have. And we got a comb. I will leave the complete details on this hair in the description on where you can purchase and exactly which hair we have that's gonna help us achieve this look that we're about to do. Also, we're using this Shine and Jam to help slick the hair down to make sure everything is neat and looking good. And then we're also using these duck clips, and these are gonna just help me kind of put the hair out of the way so that I can focus on the area that I am braiding at that particular time. Now that we got that all out the way, it is time for us to get into this video, y'all. So first, I am about to section out the braiding hair to make it easy for me to just grab and braid as I go. So let's get started. So I got this stand from the beauty supply store some time ago, a couple of years ago, and it has helped tremendously in the process of me trying to braid her, where I can just grab the hair a little easier and don't have to keep stopping and piecing hair off. I forget how much I paid for it, maybe 30, 40 bucks, I believe. I don't know, it wasn't that much. So anyway, we're gonna take the hair out of the packaging. Nothing fancy. Just gonna rip it right out. And then we're just gonna break it down and put it on this stand. I am taking about this much hair for each strand. Not that much, right? And we're just gonna start from the bottom and work our way up. Okay, now that we got the hair all sectioned out, it's right here. Y'all can't see it, but it's right here. I could just grab, go, grab, go. Now I am trying to figure out how in the hell I'm about to do this style because, again, I've never done it before. So I'm just sectioning the top part of the hair out. As y'all can see from the video, the front part is kind of like a little French braiding situation going on. So we're just gonna section the part that we're gonna do that to. I think this is the part we're gonna do that to. Y'all, we figuring this out as we go. Cause I have no clue what the hell I'm doing right now. All right, I got most of the hair. Well, the hair that I'm gonna section off. I got it sectioned off, so I'm gonna just pull the back in a little pony. Let's just get it out the way for a second. And then all we're left with is this part right here. So yeah, now I gotta figure out what I'm doing from here. Just give me a second. All right, so this is, hold on, so this is going from here, and it's braiding all the way over. And then from here, braiding all the way over. And then from here, braiding all the way over. And then this is going straight over.
Yeah. And then it's kind of like this side.
Oh shit.
But it's not the same hairstyle. Hers is completely, hers is kind of just like over.
We're gonna probably have to freestyle for this. We'll probably have to put our own little swag to it.
That's fine.
All right, now I'm taking the Shine Gel and I'm just putting it on the part just so I can get a cleaner part. It kind of helps like slick the hair down to both sides, if that makes sense, so that you can kind of get a cleaner part. Y'all know I'm always complaining about Lexi having a moving scalp because every time I part her hair, it be crooked afterwards. Because our scalp be just moving around. And then from here, get it all slicked down. Now we're just gonna kind of clean the part up a little bit. Okay, now it's finally time to start doing the braids. I did not show y'all the French braid situation that we did in the front. because I don't know. I just assume that y'all already know how to French braid, and I don't know how to teach y'all how to do that. So we're just gonna get into the braids. So if you don't know how to braid, I don't know how to help you because I don't know how to explain that, but I'm gonna try to explain as best as possible how I add the braiding hair. So as you can see, I am adding the hair going from the bottom of the braid. I put it in slow-mo so y'all can follow because it's hard to explain this type of stuff. Also, when I started that braid, I braided it down once or twice, holding it as tight as I can without putting too much tension on the hair so that the braid can remain tight. I don't know how far I braid down before I start adding curly pieces. I just let my spirit tell me, girl, it is time to add the curly pieces. And that's when I start adding the curly pieces. And I'm literally adding them the same exact way I added the braiding hair. It's just, you're just gonna leave one end of it out, and you see how I tug on the curly hair. I'm making sure I don't have too much of the ends in the braid because it can make the braid a little more bulkier. And then I'm also using my gel to make the curly hair stick to the natural hair so that it doesn't start popping out of the braid over time, because we don't need them type of problems. And then we're just going to continue to add the curly strands to the braid as we go down the full braid. I probably added maybe 4 or 5 strands per braid, and I also did have to add more braiding hair towards the end because she wanted her braids longer, so I had to keep adding hair so that it can be longer. But I probably only added maybe 2 or 3 more strands of the regular braiding hair. Okay, we're finally done with all of the braids. So now I want to make the ends of the braids look very similar to the human hair that we added so it can all blend in together. So I took 4 sections of braids and braided just the very ends all the way down. I braided them all together to make it, kind of thick. And then I'm moving the human hair out of the way. I'm not exactly sure what the water would do to human hair. Probably nothing, but I didn't want to take no chances. So now I am dipping the ends into some boiling water. And I like to dump it into the water a few times. Like I'll put it in there, pull it out, and then dip it again. I'm not exactly sure why I do this, child. I think I saw somebody at the African braiding shop do it, so I just decided to start doing it too. And make sure you have a towel handy, because that water is gonna be hot and you don't want it to accidentally hit nobody. One time I had did that to Aaliyah and it hit her arm. I felt so bad afterwards. But then once we get all of those dipped into the boiling water, I'm just taking the braids apart, and they should look very similar to this. Now you can achieve this same look with some rods, but I didn't feel like doing all this, so I just did the braiding method. And now I'm just wetting the hair so that the human hair can get nice and wet, so you know the curls can kind of form and look, you know, real uniform. This is how it looks. Like, these curls look so good, y'all. I really love the way that this hairstyle turned out. And the last step that I'm taking is adding a little mousse or foam, whatever y'all want to call it. This is just to make sure you don't have any flyaways and everything is laid down and secured. It took me a little over 8 hours to do this style. Y'all, I'm a semi-professional. I mean, I am a professional. I just don't do this on a daily basis, so I'm just not as quick as someone else that do this every day. And I ended up using 2 bags of braiding hair and just a little over 2.5 bundles of human hair to make it nice and full. We were super happy with the way it turned out, but leave me a comment and let me know how you guys think I did. And this is the end of the video. Until next time.